Hello, this is Patrick from XPression, and I'd like to show you the best workflow for using videos in your templated MOS graphics. I'm working inside of Inception and I'm showing you the XPression MOS plugin, and I've got an over-the-shoulder graphic here that I can put objects in. Well, I want to put a video file in here, and I'm going to go and get this maybe a different way than you might, but just to show you the content here, I'm going to pick one that happens to be a looping transition. So when I play this back, watch what happens. When I play the over-the-shoulder and I preview it, you'll see that it's looping. It just keeps repeating. How come? Well, the initial material that's in there by default has looping set. So let's go over to XPression and see how we can best address this. Now I'm in XPression. I'm going to create a new material that's a video. So I'm going to right click in the Materials Manager and I'm going to choose New, Video. I'm going to go search for something. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use something very generic. I'm going to use a station logo. Now when I create this video, what you're going to notice when I go to edit the properties of it, by default when I select video, any video that you bring in by default in XPression is set to loop. If I set it to play once, and I'm even going to tell it to auto start in this case, so that when the scene itself starts to play, the video starts to play, I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to assign that to my selection. You'll notice that the video starts to play very generically. And it's just something simple that in case something happens in the newsroom and we don't get the correct asset into the system at the right time, the default graphic here will be one that will play and won't be objectable to anybody, because they're just going to see possibly a changed title and a station logo. The viewers at home won't know there's an issue. The basic goal of this is it plays once, and after that it comes to a pause. And this is a rather long video, I admit, but you get the goal of this. And what'll happen is when we put this template into the newsroom system and somebody puts in a replaceable video here, what will happen is this one will play once, which is why, by the way, I've named this one OTS non-loop. And you'll see in a second I can use this with videos, or I can also use this with still images. Let's go back to the newsroom and take a look. Okay, so I'm going back into the newsroom and you're looking at Inception News again with the XPression MOS plugin loaded. I'm going to load up the OTS non-loop scene in my MOS browser. Now, if I go back and get that same video that we were using earlier that was kind of a crazy looping video, and again, I'm picking this from a different location. You normally would probably go through your asset management system. Regardless, I'm going to rewind it. I'm going to play it. And you notice that that video plays once and it's done. It doesn't loop again like the other time when I did this. Now, if I want to use a still image, I'm going to go through, I'm going to grab one here. There's a nice picture of Amsterdam. I'm going to put that in. And you notice the video is in there. The still will just sit there and do nothing because it's really technically playing once. So the best way to set this up, if you're going to use a template that could be using whether it's still images or video images, pick a generic video and set it for non-looping. In other words, play once inside the XPression scene that you put in there for the placeholder video, and if it goes to error, it's fine, it doesn't bother anybody, but any video that will follow it will take on those characteristics, because that's what it does. The MOS video that gets dropped in picks up the characteristics of the placeholder video. So there's your best practice for non-looping videos if you want the ability to control whether they loop or don't loop in the MOS workflow.